Let's look at this video. KTLA TV in Los Angeles. 7 or more masked men wearing U.S. Border Patrol vests are seen violently detaining a father before forcing him into the back of an unmarked car this past weekend in Los Angeles.
¿Por qué le pegas? Estoy grabando.
So your thoughts, Allison, as someone who helps people to navigate this complex system, what do you think when you see that?
I am disheartened and I am fearful. Inevitably, somebody is going to be killed. We've seen that kind of force before from police force, and it results in the death of individuals. I saw how their knees were placed on that man. It creates this perception that ICE doesn't care about the safety of that individual. And then questions of, why is that person being detained? Were they just using a fake social security number? Does that deserve that kind of force? Are they one of these violent criminals you're talking about? There's no way for us to know. And then for a bystander, there's no way to know who you work for. If you're operating without identification in unmarked vehicles, they're military garb, you can buy that anywhere. And so it's uncertain if this person is authorized law enforcement or not. And I think there is a lot of fear that there will be vigilantes who appear and start conducting their own little ICE raids.
By the way, he has 3 sons who served in the United States military. One of his sons stated that his dad had recently applied for U.S. citizenship and has no criminal history.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, is that kind of force is completely unjustified. I did some research into ICE's necessary training. This is going to sound petty, but the physical fitness requirements of ICE, and looking at that video, it doesn't seem like they maybe have been out of training for very long or even went through training. And it brings me to a fear that we're going back to a time of the Texas Rangers from 1910 to 1919. They killed almost 1,000 people along the border, almost entirely Mexican nationals. But these were Rangers that were not properly trained, recruited en masse, all based out of a bias or a racist ideology against these people, coming in, taking jobs, not assimilating. All of these words that we're hearing now have been repeated. In fact, I'm getting quite irritated hearing the term unprecedented. None of this is unprecedented. Does anyone care about legislating? Do any of our elected officials actually care about changing our immigration laws in any sort of meaningful way?